Good Friday morning. Today is a first alert weather day. We'll get to the ins and outs of that in a second. But first, I did want to start you off with a live look at Kennewick, as we do have a layer of liquid on the ground, and the temperatures for this morning are going to bear a lot of relevance as to whether or not this actually turns into a glaze of ice on the roadways. Right now, the temperature right at freezing in the Tri-Cities, so that road temperature would probably be pretty close. So a very good reason to take it very slow on your morning commute for this morning. Okay, and you can see on the radar, the radar algorithm picking up on at least wintry mix or freezing rain in this pink shaded area. Snow up in the Cascades, also snow for the Blues. We're going to continue to track this throughout the rest of the day. So we have a first alert weather day for today and for tomorrow for the Cascades and the Blues at this point. 6 to 18 inches for our Cascade passes, 3 to 11 inches of snow for our Blue Mountain passes. And then we have another first alert weather day for Sunday and Monday. Still, we'll have the high elevation snow potential, but snow levels getting lower, so we could get a couple inches of snow in the Kittitas Valley, maybe an inch for Walla Walla. Lots to talk about this morning on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, snow is forecasted for much of the region, and an overnight warming shelter has just opened up for those in need. We tell you where it is.
And speed limit changes happening this morning on 2 different roadways in Pasco, and we have the details.
Also ahead, the latest on the mid-air crash between a Black Hawk military helicopter and an American Airlines jet. Officials saying they've recovered all the bodies they can. And this morning, we are hearing from some of the heartbroken families on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jade Elliott. Thanks for waking up with us on this Friday, January 31st. We made it to the end of January.
And it's your first week. You're done with the first week. How's it been?
Oh, it's been great.
Good.
It's been so great to be back. But, you know, January can feel like it lasts forever.
I saw a meme and it said it's January like 83rd right now, and that's how I feel.
If you can even, there is no number, right? We do have a lot of big news to talk about today, and weather being one of them. Our first alert weather team on your side, both on air and online. So we're reminding you to, of course, check out our latest weather blog to keep you updated. Oh yeah, and we have a comprehensive list of resources to help you get through the storm, and from the most recent first alert forecast to travel resources, also school closures, and much more. And you can get it all at applevalleynewsnow.com. And it's also a great time to remind you about that all-new Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app. This is for your phone or tablet. You can customize forecasts, save favorite cities, see sky cams, and our latest radar. Plus, you can also set up push alerts, and you can download it simply by typing Apple Valley News Now Weather into the search bar. It's free in the App Store and on Google Play. Well, a local church in Richland has opened up an overnight warming shelter for people in need. All Saints Episcopal Church committed their parish hall during this dangerously cold winter weather. They first opened Wednesday night and reopened yesterday at 5 in the afternoon. They'll be open until 9 a.m. this morning. So you can head there, take a break, and then they'll be reopening again later this afternoon at 5 p.m. until 9 a.m. Saturday. Up to 25 guests each night are given a warm, safe place to sleep, along with a hot dinner and breakfast served by volunteers working those 4-hour shifts.
Because that is the time that they're really in grave danger of hypothermia. So we have volunteers from the community and from our church who staff the shelter.
How thankful are these people?
I can tell you one of the quotes we've had was, "Thank you for this. If you weren't here, I would be dead."
Guests are also provided toiletries as needed, things like soap, shampoo, toothbrushes, donations of clean, warm gloves, hats, clothing. They're available there as well. The church says this is all possible thanks to donations along with a generous grant from the Three Rivers Community Foundation. The church is located at 1322 Kimball Avenue in Richland.
Now, as of last night, one man is behind bars after a deadly crash in Yakima. Police say this happened late Wednesday night, Wednesday night that is, and it's at South 16th Avenue and West Washington Avenue. They believe a Jeep Wrangler was stopped at the intersection when a Jeep Grand Cherokee rear-ended it. The impact forced both cars south of the intersection, and police say the driver of the Wrangler died at the scene. A woman who was also in that car was taken to the hospital. Officials say the driver of the Grand Cherokee, a 29-year-old man from Toppenish, was showing signs of alcohol impairment. They arrested and booked him into the Yakima County Jail on suspicion of vehicular homicide and driving with a suspended license. The investigation is ongoing. And if you are driving through Pasco this morning, be on the lookout for some speed limit changes on 2 sections of roads. The city of Pasco says West Court Street between Road 96 and Harris Road will see a revised speed limit of 25 miles per hour. And that's because there are a lot of pedestrians in that area, which sparks some safety concerns. The other area is on Sylvester Street between Road 54 and 20th Avenue. And this is due to safety enhancements and improving the road.
There was some public interactions that fed into this, but of course, as engineers, we're always looking at the overall system, making sure that things make sense, and if they don't, then we start evaluating to see what changes might be needed.
The city ordinance will begin today for the speed limit changes, and the city of Pasco will be out changing the signs and also marking the new limits with orange flags notifying drivers of those changes.
Well, Comprehensive Health Care is donating $300,000 to the Yakima Valley Community Foundation to help fund operations at the Aquatic Center at Martin Luther King Jr. Park. The organization will be giving them $100,000 per year over 3 years. The Aquatic Center, located near some local schools, is set to be a place for family fun, but also a place to provide some crucial resources like swim lessons and water safety classes.
We think this will help with the health and well-being of kids in that community. Give them a place to be active, physically active, socially active, and that's good for a person's mental health as well.
Now, construction is underway on the Aquatic Center, which is set to open this summer.
And coming up next, the latest updates on the mid-air crash between a Black Hawk military helicopter and an American Airlines jet. Officials saying they've recovered both black boxes, and we have what's next. We're also learning more about the victims. All of that just ahead.
And giving you a live look outside, you can see some wet roadways out there this morning. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert forecast when we come back after the break. It's 5:07.
Let a Mattress Depot USA sleep specialist put you on the mattress that matches your sleeping habits.
Stop by today. You'll sleep better tonight.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
For the greatest selection at the lowest prices, come to Cost Less Carpet.
As a general contractor, I bring my clients to Cost Less Carpet so they can see every option.
Everything I need is always in stock.
If it's trendy or new, I'm sure you'll find it here.
And their team of designers are so fun to work with.
It really is worth the experience.
I can find everything for my home or my client's home, no problem.
Shopping here is an awesome experience.
Cost Less Carpet, where inspiration and ideas happen.
Looking for the perfect spot to relax? Welcome to Hoops, your new favorite restaurant and bar, where the vibe is clean, the food is delicious, and the staff always friendly. Whether you're in for a night of trivia, around a pool, darts, dancing, pull tabs, or karaoke, Hoops has it all. Great food, great people, Hoops, where every night is a great experience. Hoops Bar. Stop by today for your next great night out.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Vance Heating and Air Conditioning. We promise friendly customer service, highly trained technicians. Save $50 on any heating repair. We service all makes and models. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
We're celebrating President's Day all month long with star-spangled savings.
But hurry, these presidential prices won't last long.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Tonight.
A woman's husband is shot and killed.
And his wife fears she could be next.
On an all-new 2020.
It's a dramatic discovery.
It's a handwritten note. You're next. Run, run, run.
2020, tonight on ABC.
Skiing with incredible views. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We have multiple winter weather alerts that are in place. We have this winter storm warning that's in place up in the Cascades, a winter weather advisory for the valleys, for the lower Columbia Basin, also for the Northern Blues. You can find more about the details of these and the time frames and the elevations as well by downloading the First Alert weather app, which you can get for free through the App Store or on Google Play. Okay, on to temperatures now. These temperatures are very important because we have had some precipitation for this morning. So wherever the air temperature is below 32 degrees, that's where we could see, a little bit of a glaze on the roadway. So right now it is below freezing in the Kittitas Valley, also up in the Cascades, hovering right around that critical 32-degree threshold up and down the Yakima Valley. So it could be a bit of a slick commute there. And then also for the lower Columbia Basin, a little bit warmer down towards Hermiston and Umatilla and Boardman, but right around freezing in the Tri-Cities and Benton City, also up towards Mesa and Connell. And then in the Blue Foothills, just a little bit too warm for that for now, but we're getting dangerously close to that freezing threshold in Walla Walla, so that's something we'll certainly keep tabs on. For today, we're going to have impacts from the winter storm. We'll have temperatures in the 30s and 40s, periods of freezing rain, and a bit of a wintry mix this morning in the valleys and basin, but a bit later today, it should mostly just be rain, but of course, it's going to be a lot of snow up in the Cascades. So for today, we're tracking snow in the mountains, very blustery winds that'll continue for tonight, and all of it out. I'll show you rainfall and snowfall accumulations. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Josh, thanks so much. 5:11 now, and in your national headlines, an update on that midair collision between the U.S. Black Hawk helicopter and an American Airlines jet. Both black boxes have been recovered. They're now being evaluated by the NTSB. ABC News has identified 20 victims so far. Some of their families now speaking out about their loved ones. Here is Rhiannon Alley with more.
This morning, family and friends in mourning for each of the 67 people presumed dead in Wednesday's crash. Among those killed, a beauty queen, a mother of two, a woman who caught an early flight home for her birthday, and at least 14 people returning from an elite figure skating camp, including the Livingston family, Donna and Peter, and their 11 and 14-year-old daughters, known as the Ice Skating Sisters on social media. 16-year-old Spencer Lane was also at the camp, posting this video of one of his performances just days ago. His final photo was from inside the plane. Lane was with his mom when they crashed.
I had been tracking their flights, and it was kind of strange because I had seen that it seemed like the flight had landed, but their phones weren't on and they weren't popping up.
The two planned to take a connecting flight to Rhode Island, where Lane's dad was waiting. Doug Lane telling WCVB he didn't know there was a problem until he saw the notification that a plane had gone down in the Potomac.
And I was just like, oh my God, and my heart just started exploding out of my chest, and I just started scrambling from there.
13-year-old Gina Hahn, seen here competing earlier this year, was flying with her mom, while 12-year-old skater and cancer survivor Brielle Byer was with her mom, Justina. Brielle's dad and brother were waiting for them on the ground.
I saw the fire trucks and everything go by, and I knew. I called an air traffic controller friend of mine, and she confirmed it was their flight.
The loss of life, devastating the tight-knit skating community.
The skaters, we are all connected, so when something happens to one of us, it reverberates through everyone.
Not sure how to process it. Which is why I'm here.
Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
It's absolutely heartbreaking. Officials say that the remains of most of the victims have been recovered, and dive teams say they've recovered all of the bodies that they're able to without moving the fuselage. We'll, of course, keep you updated as developments continue to come in. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth with your full weather forecast. And today is a first alert weather day, giving you that live look outside this morning at 5:14. We're back after the break.
So what do you think about these?
We like this.
Yeah, we love it.
When it's time for an update or complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
We're going to take everything down to the
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs.
Honey, you were right. It turned out.
Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com to learn more about no interest, no payments for 12 months.
Save now with 3 weeks of members-only savings with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Buy 2, get 2 free Pepsi brand 12-packs. Save on pantry favorites, Blue Diamond bagged almonds, and Frito-Lay party-sized chips. And save big in the bonus zone. 50-pound bags of Black Gold Performance Blend dog food are $14 off. And save $5 on a Friskies 48-can pack of wet cat food. Bi-Mart, employee-owned, investing in your communities and saving you more.
Hey Raptors, we want to rent these 2 chairs for the winter. We're kind of out on being cold this year.
Glad you dig it here, but this really isn't a vacation rental sort of place.
We hear ya, but what if we put on Raptor suits and then suddenly there are 4 of us? Yeah, we'll be your nieces, Layla and Kinley. I'm Kinley, the Raptor, and I love burgers.
I love you!
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, a ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Not so sure we're gonna pull this off.
My name is Chris Lee. I'm a dot worker, and I do stuff around the dot area. Originally, I started in Richland in March of 2012. I went from Richland to Tamlet. I just apply on their application. As soon as I'm in the interview, they hire me right on the spot. I did my training at the store. There was no videos, no nothing like that. Now, when you tell me busy, you tell me not busy. It kind of varies from time to time. I just love the people here. Everybody enjoy my sense of humor. Just like working here.
Goodwill. Donate, shop, impact locally.
At the Pacific Clinic, we understand the juggle of parenthood. That's why the PC is your one-stop shop for all your health, sports, and medical needs. Schedule your appointments around your favorite group fitness classes and use our on-site childcare services.
From women's health to care for your little ones, we practice a comprehensive approach to keep your family feeling great.
With our quick and convenient scheduling, we'll get you in within the same week, often the next day. Call us today at 509-783-5465.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is a first alert weather day. Let's go ahead and get right into the forecast. Snow will continue to impact our mountain passes throughout the day. A brief window of snow is possible in the Kittitas Valley, Yakima Valley, and Lower Columbia Basin before 10 a.m. There will also be chances of freezing rain for those areas during the same time frame. Otherwise, it should just be chances for cold rain the rest of the day for lower elevations. Then for tonight, snow chances will stay consistent for our mountain passes, especially in the Cascades. Lower elevations will hold on to some very small chances for precip, including a chance for some snow in the Kittitas and Upper Yakima valleys during the late evening and overnight hours. The Bluefoot Hills of Morrow County could also see a transition of snow during the overnight hours as well. Then for tomorrow, snow will continue to impact our mountain passes, hitting the Cascades especially hard once again. Lower elevations will be mostly dry, although we can't rule out periods of light snow for the Kittitas Valley, Upper Yakima Valley, and Bluefoot Hills. For Saturday night, snowfall will stay persistent for our Cascade passes, and the Blues will continue to lag behind. Small chances will stick around for the Kittitas and Upper Yakima Valleys, in addition to the Bluefoot Hills. However, it looks as if the Bluefoot Hills will start to completely dry out around midnight. Okay, so that was a lot. We're going to get to snowfall totals here in just a second, but I did want to touch on the winds. They'll be very strong for this evening and overnight, as in general, the peak time frame for this is going to be 4 p.m. this afternoon to 4 in the morning on Saturday, Look at some of these winds for Salish Pass out of the west, upwards of 60 miles per hour. Pretty strong wind gusts for the rest of the Cascades and for the Blues as well. So there will be difficult travel for high-profile vehicles. Now onto some of the snowfall totals we're anticipating from this storm system. 4 a.m. on Friday to 4 in the morning on Sunday. 15 to 18 inches for some of our Cascade passes. Probably less than an inch for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. Anywhere between 3 to 7 inches for our Blue Mountain passes. So that's why we're going with the first alert weather day for the Blue Mountains and also up in the Cascades. Very dangerous travel. Then we have this follow-up storm system into Sunday and Monday. Not only is this looking like it's going to be pretty treacherous for the mountains, especially for the Cascades once again, but with lower snow levels, we could start to see some accumulations in the valleys as well. Also in the foothills, probably less than an inch for the basin. But then we have another storm system into Tuesday and Wednesday. Very early indications are that we could get just the right mixture of cold air and moisture in the lower Columbia Basin to give us our best chance of snowfall thus far this winter. But still, this is still 5 to 6 days out, so these numbers will change. Please stay tuned. In general, our pattern is just a very active one, and also it is going to turn much colder in the next week. Look at the downward trajectory of our high temperatures, mid-30s by the middle of next week. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Small rain chances for Sunday, then the snow chances and cold start to creep in. In Yakima, about a 50-50 shot of snow for Sunday, then small snow chances persist after that. In Ellensburg, the same thing as Yakima, about a 40 to 50% chance of snow for Sunday, then smaller chances afterwards. In Hermiston, a shower or two for Sunday, then the flakes might start flying next week. In Walla Walla, a wintry mix possible on Sunday, then chances for snow are looking better starting on Monday. And now you're taking a live look at Kennewick. This view brought to you courtesy of Yakima Federal. On your side, we'll be right back after this.
This is my perfect day in Walla Walla.
Prosser Memorial Health is moving. At 8 a.m. Saturday, February 1st, 2025, we're opening the doors to our brand new hospital at 200 Prosser Health Drive. After 78 years of serving this incredible community, we're excited to bring you a state-of-the-art hospital designed with you in mind. From advanced care to welcoming spaces, this is how we grow together. The new Prosser Memorial Health Hospital, opening 8 a.m. February 1st at 200 Prosser Health Drive. Learn more at prosserhealth.org.
Elevate your lifestyle and embrace your home's full potential with exclusive furnishings and expert interior design you'll find only at Spencer Carlson. Our dedicated team of professional designers will bring your vision to life.
Right now, during Lexington's winter sale event, you can enjoy 30% off the upscale designs of upholstery and case goods from Lexington Home Brands. Shop and save on fresh, innovative furnishings from Lexington.
Spencer Carlson, unsurpassed furniture and design for life.
This President's Day, we're celebrating big savings. Choose from premium brands like Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy. During the President's Day sale, save up to $800 on select premium adjustable mattress sets. And for a limited time, get the best offer in town. 72 months interest-free financing. That's 72 equal monthly payments with no interest and no money down. We'll also provide free white glove delivery and removal of your old mattress. Visit your local Moore Furniture for a test rest today.
At Jewelry Design Center, we want to be your jeweler for life. We are locally owned and the largest jewelry store in the region, offering you a showroom filled with world-famous brands and designers. We are a team of artists, craftsmen, and professionals who create exclusive designs and one-of-a-kind pieces. Take time to think it over, but we are not your average jewelry store. From our hands to your heart, we are Jewelry Design Center, and we want to be your jeweler for life.
This is my perfect day in Walla Walla.
Seattle welcomes Calgary to the deep. 5:30 Sunday on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In entertainment news, pop stars, rock stars, first responders, and victims of the devastating LA area wildfires all came together to help those who lost everything.
And they held a massive benefit concert called Fire Aid yesterday, and it featured over 24 artists.
Artists like Green Day, Billie Eilish, Katy Perry, Stevie Wonder, and much more. So here's ABC's George Pinocchio with a recap on the night.
Green Day kicked off the night, honored to help make things better for the communities of Pacific Palisades and Altadena, both devastated by the fires.
It's a very small gesture that we're doing, but we realize that it's probably the most significant thing that we've ever done on stage.
With more than 24 acts on 2 different stages, we saw a steady stream of star power, all with the information right there on the screen for you to donate by phone or online. Turns out Fire Aid was a hit before it ever started.
So every nickel grossed is bottom line, and the corporate sponsorships have been amazing. I think it's probably a record for any one of these, but you know, we go into the night well over $60 million before the telethon.
And during the live stream of the concerts, Clippers owner Steve Ballmer said he and his wife would match every dollar donated.
Just a question of who puts up the money.
It looks like we're talking tens of millions of dollars.
We sure hope so.
Music legend Joni Mitchell performed.
And ice cream castles in the air.
So did music icon Stevie Nicks. Rod Stewart also took the stage.
May the good Lord be with you down every road you roam.
Some music legends on stage.
Talk about every kind of genre there, yeah.
All coming together for a good cause.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, still much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up next, the Yakima Community Aid is urging people to be cautious when it comes to attending protests in the wake of increased immigration enforcement. We have the reason why coming up in the next half hour.
Plus the results of the 3-degree guarantee contest. I lost, which means someone won. Find out who and how much coming up on the other side of the break.
In today's Tech Bites, a new price hike from Amazon. This time it's for Amazon Music Unlimited. Individual monthly plans are up $10 a month, $99 for yearly plans, and family plans will cost up to $200 more. In exchange, users will get more content. Google is testing a new AI feature that will help you set up appointments and get information on services and pricing. The tool is called Ask for Me. It's only available for nail salons and auto shops for now. And you'll just have to let it know what you're looking for, and it will then call the business for you. Finally, NASCAR fans can watch up to 4 in-car driver cams at once thanks to the new multi-view option from Max. You can choose from 40 different drivers. You can hear them talk with pit crews. It starts with Sunday's race, and it will continue all season long. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Rhiannon Alley. Have a great day.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know to check the weather first before sailing.
It's gonna get nasty later. Yep.
Hey, perfect day for sailing, huh? Have fun on land.
I'll go tell the Coast Guard. Yep.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Sore throat got your tongue? Mucinex Insta-Sue Sore Throat Medicated Drops. Uniquely formulated for rapid relief that lasts and lasts.
That's my baby!
Try our new sugar-free cough drop. Insta-Soothe!
Pandora.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us and joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, Josh, you said you lost
Yes.
that 3-degree guarantee. Oh, man.
I did lose, but I'm sad for me. I'm happy for the person that won. So congratulations to Kelly Roberts. She won the $100.
Woo.
That was the jackpot yesterday. As I went with the forecast high of 42 in Pasco's, a little bit colder. Go figure. So the actual high verified at 38 degrees. That means that the current jackpot is at $0. So even if my forecast busts for today, no one's winning a thing. But if my forecast verifies between 45 to 51, the jackpot's going to go back up to $25, and there will be more money for people to win as we head into next week. Right now, you're taking a live look at Kennewick. This view coming courtesy of Yakima Federal. We continue to watch this view in particular because you see there's just sort of a layer of liquid. It looks like it's just liquid water at this stage of the ball game, but temperatures right now cold enough for there to be some patches of freezing rain on the roadways. So that's why we are urging everyone to take it very slow on the roadways for this morning. Okay, and to really underscore that point, you can see the radar picking up on mixed precip or areas of freezing rain in the lower Columbia Basin, but it's mainly just snow up in the Cascades and in the Blues. We'll continue to track this throughout the rest of this morning. Here's your umbrella cast for today for the Tri-Cities. We're definitely going to be a little bit drier after this morning, but we'll hold on to some very small shower chances throughout the day. For today, it's going to be warmer, temperatures in the 40s, winds picking up, but of course the biggest impacts from this winter storm system going to be the snow, which is why we're going with the first alert weather day for today and tomorrow for the Cascades and the Blues. 6 to 18 inches for a Cascade passes, 3 to 11 inches for a Blue Mountain passes, and I'll take you on a zone-by-zone tour of some of those snowfall accumulations, and that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Josh, thank you so much. We begin your 5:30 half hour of news with continuing coverage. Yakima County Aid is urging people to be cautious when it comes to attending protests in the wake of increased immigration enforcement, especially one planned in Yakima this weekend. Apple Valley News Now spoke to the organization about its concerns and also to a lawyer about other ways that people can get involved.
Yakima Community Aid founder Sylvia Leha said the flyer for this weekend's protest raised some red flags because it didn't include the name of the organizer or advice on how protesters can keep safe.
We eventually did find that it was just one person here in the valley, with some good interest in their heart in organizing people.
But she says protesting isn't the focus right now.
The priority is getting folks the information that they need, know your rights.
Like the right to remain silent.
The right to insist on an attorney. The fact that you don't have to answer questions and you should instead ask the question of, am I free to leave, right? Those are things that I think it's important for people to learn and know themselves and to share.
Information available through free trainings. Next week, a virtual rapid response training by Washington Immigration Solidarity Network on February 5th. On February 8th, Train the Trainer and Know Your Rights sessions by AIA and ACLU Washington over Zoom and in person at the Sunnyside Community Center, plus an online guide from the Northwest Immigrant Rights Project.
If there are service providers or nonprofits that are looking to know what to do if ICE were to come to their place of operation, you should go and look at that advisory.
And if you want to support organizations already doing the work,
donations are always welcome, especially right now because of the extreme demand for services and the threats of cuts to funding.
Some of the threats to cut federal funding have been put on hold, but local organizations say they're still concerned about what it could mean long-term for the services they provide. Reporting from the Yakima Newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Emily. Now, a conservative appeals court has ruled a federal law banning the sale of handguns to 18 to 20-year-olds, ruling it unconstitutional. Now, yesterday's decision from the 5th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals cited recent Supreme Court rulings that have expanded gun rights. Defenders of laws banning 18 to 20-year-olds from buying guns argue that research shows young adults are more likely to commit gun violence. The Supreme Court has not weighed in on how to apply the Second Amendment's protections to young adults in light of its recent precedents. And turning to education news now, according to the Oregon Department of Education, the class of 2024 had to overcome historic obstacles in order to graduate at the second highest rate in the state. The statewide graduation rate for the class of 2024 is 81.8%, and that's according to data released by the ODE. The numbers show that the class of 2024 started high school in distance learning due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and after their first year, only 73.6% were on track to graduate in 4 years. The statewide graduation rate represents more than 38,000 public school students in all 36 counties, and it's the highest ever reported in the state.
Well, a unique opportunity over in Pasco, a partnership with Educational Service District 123 and the Pasco School District to connect students with future careers. Together, they hosted a Career Expo night, providing an opportunity for local high schoolers to meet with local employers, especially when it comes to STEM careers. The students tell us events like these are a great way to get them thinking about what they want to do after high school and where STEM can take them.
I think a lot of students, they have a passion for aviation, but they just don't know how to explore it or even know that in Pasco that there's a flight school, mechanic shop, just opportunities inside of aviation, like right in their own backyard.
PSD leaders say they are excited to provide students with another expo like this for the next school year.
And coming up next, just when you think the Kraken have figured things out and are about to turn things around, they lose back-to-back games. However, one player is definitely getting things done, and Dan Hansen has who it is after the break.
First, giving you that live look outside. It's waking up to some wet roadways this morning at 5:35. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth with your weather forecast coming up after the break.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last, or score 60 months no interest. The President's Day Super Sale on now at Furniture Row.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes. It's the educated cigar.
Come discover our hand-picked collections at D. Lynn's Boutique. Whether you're shopping for a cozy weekend getaway or a special night out, D. Lynn's Boutique has everything you need to shine this winter. Visit us in-store or online and let us help you wrap the season in style.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
At McCurley Subaru, your way home starts with the adventure-ready 2025 Subaru Forester with all-new styling from the ground up. Built for life in the Tri-Cities and wherever the road takes you, the Forester is perfect for everything, from quick trips to the farmer's market to weekend escapes into the mountains. Its all-wheel drive and generous ground clearance tackle every twist and turn, while the spacious interior has room for family, friends, and all your gear. Save on a new Subaru Forester today from McCurley Subaru.
The calendar turns to February as the Kraken look to get back in the playoff hunt and Calgary rides a hot streak into the deep. Can Seattle cool them off? Kraken, Flames, pregame at 5:30 Sunday night on Apple Valley News Now.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last, or score 60 months no interest. The President's Day Super Sale on now at Furniture Row.
House football and a Super Bowl team helping kids learn.
How did we get to learning about the thousands place value? By Saquon Barkley. By his rushing yard.
This morning, the Philly teacher and her students soaring just like on Good Morning America.
You blow me away.
It's a new year of new deals.
I want to be your partner.
And new dreams.
This is for my son.
What you've been able to put together is insanely amazing.
Let's go!
Yes! New Shark Tank tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Yes, today is a first alert weather day, today and tomorrow, and then we have a couple more after that at least because of the snowfall in the forecast. It's good news for ski resorts though, so here's your ski report. Well, here is your ski report brought to you by Schweitzer Village, and we're going to go ahead and start off at Schweitzer. The base depth at 59 inches right now, and then for Ski Bluewood, the base depth at 50 inches. I think it's at 53 inches for White Pass. All these numbers are going to be much higher. Just give it a week, and trust me. Okay, now on to, we'll get into the nitty-gritty of some of these snowfall projections. And again, this is subject to change, but not as much. Whenever you see, here's a little aside here, but when this says early snowfall forecast, that is a preliminary forecast. When it doesn't say early, we're feeling pretty confident about this. So we're feeling confident that we're going to see just loads of snow for Stevens and Snoqualmie Pass, around 3 inches for Cle Elum, 15 inches for White Pass, so very dangerous travel over U.S. Highway 12, Interstate 90, and U.S. Highway 2. Then in the Kittitas Valley, maybe less than an inch from 4 a.m. on Friday to 4 a.m. on Sunday, less than an inch for Ellensburg, maybe up to an inch for Manistash Ridge, up to 3 inches for Sadius Pass. The upper Yakima Valley, maybe getting upwards of an inch during that same time frame. And then for the Blue Mountains, 11 inches for Tollgate. So that's going to be a very dangerous commute off of Oregon 204. Also, it could be a rather dangerous commute on US 395 for the Battle Mountain Summit. So a lot of snow just during this time frame. But guess what? We have more for Sunday and Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll tell you about all of it coming up in a few minutes.
The Kraken Player Profile, sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health.
All right, Apple Valley News now is your home to the Seattle Kraken, and just when you think the boys are about to turn around this season, they end up losing back-to-back games. The game against the Anaheim Ducks hurt the most as the Ducks jumped above Seattle in the standings. But one player seems to be getting things done. Our very own Dan Hansen is introducing us to the Kraken Player of the Week.
It's not a secret this season is full of ups and downs for the Seattle Kraken. Vince Dunn is a bright spot for the team. Since returning from injury, he scored 9 goals and is also contributing off the ice as well.
Here's Vince Dunn, settles, shoots, scores!
Vince Dunn is a Kraken original, being selected in the 2021 expansion draft by Seattle. In his time here, the defenseman has made 42 goals and more than 100 assists. In the game against Pittsburgh, Dunn scored the game-winning goal and brought that same fight into the game against Edmonton. Dunn says they've got to do better, but there were some positives as well.
Yeah, a little bit more complete and more compete out of everyone. I think there's just still that level that we're missing, and that's why we keep coming up short with results. So I think we can keep saying we're playing good, but we obviously have to find a way to string together some wins here. It can't be up and down.
Head coach Dan Bilesma says Dunn and the team overall are playing well, something they need to keep in their minds moving forward.
You keep playing that hard, you keep playing that hard and aggressive together for 60 minutes, you got to take the results either way they come. And tonight we can talk about the power play not getting it done for us in this game, and that's a big part of our line, but how we played for the 60 minutes is a real positive, and our challenge is to keep it going game after game.
The duo of Dunn and Montour are leading the way, as combined between them, they have 18 goals and 29 assists. Dunn says the way the team is playing is unacceptable, and he and the team need to do better.
We got to find a way to at least build momentum and execute. There's no reason why we can't create offensive chances when we're on the power play, and it kind of feeds in everyone else's game.
Next up for the Kraken, a battle for the sea, as the Monsters of the Deep face off against the San Jose Sharks in Seattle. Puck drop set for 7 o'clock. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Dan. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we've got your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning. And Josh will be back with your full first alert forecast. Keep it right here.
This is my perfect day in Walla Walla.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's the Educated Cigar.
Kick off the new year with a great deal from Overturf Kia. The new 2025 Kia Sportage gives you 3 great ways to save fuel. Available with a fuel-efficient gas engine, a gas-electric hybrid, or as a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. A new 2025 Kia Sportage LX Hybrid with all-wheel drive starts at just $32,335. Plus, get 5.99% interest for 72 months. Overturf Kia in Kennewick.
Okay, y'all, we got 10 orders coming in.
Starting a business is never easy, but starting at 8 months pregnant, that's a different story. I couldn't slow down. We were starting a business from the ground up. People were showing up left and right, and so did our business needs. The Chase e-card made it easy. When you go for something big like this, your kids see that, and they believe they can do the same.
Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase with the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours. And Consumer Reports.
We're testers.
This organization accepts no advertising or sponsorship.
Since 1936.
Testing dishwashers, TVs, cars, vacuums.
We buy directly from stores, just like you.
Making sure products are safe.
And that they last.
Because we're advocates.
Engineers and scientists. We're testers. We're Consumer Reports.
Join us.
It's Cervical Cancer Awareness Month. Even if you've been vaccinated against HPV, continue cervical cancer screenings until 65. Find out more at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Cervical Cancer Awareness Month, sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
This is my perfect day in Walla Walla.
An awesome ski area on Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is a first alert weather day, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Snow will continue to impact our mountain passes throughout the day. A brief window of snow is possible in the Kittitas Valley, Yakima Valley, and Lower Columbia Basin before 10 a.m. There will also be chances of freezing rain for those areas during the same time frame. Otherwise, it should just be chances for cold rain the rest of the day for lower elevations. Then for tonight, snow chances will stay consistent for our mountain passes, especially in the Cascades. Lower elevations will hold on to some very small chances for precip, including a chance for some snow in the Kittitas and Upper Yakima valleys during the late evening and overnight hours. The Blue Foothills of Morrow County could also see a transition of snow during the overnight hours. For tomorrow, snow will continue to impact our mountain passes, hitting the Cascades especially hard once again. Lower elevations will be mostly dry, although we can't rule out periods of light snow for the Kittitas Valley, Upper Yakima Valley, and Blue Foothills. Then for tomorrow night, snowfall will stay persistent for our Cascade passes, and the Blues will continue to lag behind. Small chances will stick around for the Kittitas and Upper Yakima valleys in addition to the Blue Foothills, but it looks as if the Blue Foothills will start to completely dry out around midnight. We'll get to snowfall totals in just a second, but I wanted to touch on wind gusts as they are going to be very strong for today and for tonight. From 4 p.m. on Friday to 4 in the morning on Saturday, they'll mainly gust out of the north and west. Look at this, upwards of 60 miles per hour for Salish Pass. Very blustery conditions up in the mountains as well, so it is going to be difficult travel for some of those higher profile vehicles. It's also going to be difficult travel just because of the snow that we'll have for mountain passes, upwards of a foot, maybe a couple of feet for a Cascade passes, less than an inch for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, anywhere between 3 to 11 inches for Blue Mountain passes. So again, that would be 4 in the morning on Friday to 4 in the morning on Sunday, and then for Sunday and Monday dealing with another storm system that could bring a ton of additional snow to our Cascade passes. Not as much for now for our Blue Mountain passes, but look at this, snow levels getting lower, so we could get a couple inches of snow in the Kittitas Valley, maybe up to an inch in the Yakima Valley, probably less than an inch in the Lower Columbia Basin, maybe up to an inch in the Blue Foothills. Then into Tuesday and Wednesday, another storm system. Very early indications are that this could be maybe the best chance of snowfall we've had thus far this winter in the Lower Columbia Basin. But again, like I said, it's an early snowfall forecast, so it is subject to change. In fact, these numbers will change. Our pattern staying pretty active over the next 7 days in general, also turning cold again as we head into next week. Highs that'll be about 10-ish degrees below average for the beginning of February. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Small rain chances for Sunday, then the snow chances and cold start to creep in. In Yakima, about a 50-50 shot of snow for Sunday, then small snow chances persist after that. In Ellensburg, the same thing as Yakima, about a 40 to 50% chance of snow for Sunday, then smaller chances afterwards. In Hermiston, a shower or two for Sunday, then the flakes might start flying again next week. Then for Walla Walla, a wintry mix possible on Sunday, then chances for snow are looking better starting on Monday.
Now, the morning sprint.
5:49, time now for your morning sprint on the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. A local church has opened an overnight warming shelter for people in need. All Saints Episcopal Church committed their parish hall for this dangerously cold winter weather. Up to 25 guests each night are given a warm, safe place to sleep, along with a hot dinner and breakfast. The church is located at 1322 Kimball Avenue in Richland.
And if you are driving through Pasco this morning, be on the lookout for some speed limit changes on 2 sections of roads. West Court Street between Road 96 and Harris Road will have a revised speed limit of 25 miles per hour. The other change is on Sylvester Street between Road 54 and 20th Avenue.
And if you're looking for something family-friendly to do as we head into the weekend, Dinosaur Adventure is making its way to the Benton County Fairgrounds this Saturday and Sunday. There will be a variety of dino activities, but tickets are limited. Ages 13 and up are $25 per ticket, and ages 2 to 12 are $13.
And happening today, the Summers Hub in Pasco is having a groundbreaking ceremony. It's at 3 this afternoon. It's in front of the Giesa Stadium, and everybody is welcome to attend. This will be the Hub's second location. The first one is in Kennewick, and later tonight on Apple Valley News Now, we'll have a full report on the event.
Also happening today, well-known Pasco firefighter Ben Shear will have his last call. Shear served the community for 36 years. Not only did he answer thousands of calls, he was the go-to media person for the Pasco Fire Department. He also helped to build an education program throughout the Tri-Cities area, teaching people of all ages on what to do in case of a fire.
Now in your national headlines, an update on the mid-air collision between an Army helicopter and an American Airlines plane. Both black boxes have been recovered. They're now being evaluated by the NTSB. All 64 people on the plane and the 3 soldiers on the helicopter are presumed dead. Officials say the remains of nearly 2/3 of the victims have been recovered. Dive teams have stopped recovery operations, saying they've recovered all they're able to at this time. And President Trump says he plans to impose 25% tariffs on imports from Canada and Mexico tomorrow. This would force U.S. companies to pay extra money to the U.S. Treasury, and economists say that usually leads to higher prices. Canada and Mexico are some of the country's biggest trade partners, so this could affect the prices on many goods.
In your business headlines this morning, nearly 350,000 digital kitchen scales from Greater Goods LLC are being recalled for safety concerns. The batteries in the scale pose as choking hazards, especially for kids. The scales were sold online from May 2023 through September 2024. You see them right there on your screen. Consumers are advised to contact Greater Goods for a recall kit free of charge. Now, the Commerce Department reports the economy expanded 2.3% during the 4th quarter. Analysts say strong consumer spending and a healthy labor market helped fuel the growth. Many economists expect the U.S. economy will continue to flourish this year.
In your health headlines, the White House has ordered the CDC to drop all diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. And according to the memo, the U.S. government will provide no additional costs. Also, CDC grant recipients must immediately terminate all DEI programs that have been supported by grant funds. And the FDA has approved the first new type of pain medication in over 20 years. The drug is suzetrigine, sold under the brand Journevax. It's used to treat moderate to severe acute pain. It's not an opioid. Opioids dull the sensation of pain, but this drug blocks pain signaling nerves from firing to the brain.
And in your sports headlines this morning, Shohei Ohtani and other members of the Dodgers showed up to Station 69 in Pacific Palisades to say thank you to the firefighters who have been battling those wildfires for the last several weeks. They didn't come empty-handed. The team presented the fire department with a check for $360,000 in the wake of the devastation there. That's pretty incredible. Well, when it comes to golf, It's a slam dunk, but it's really called an ace. And Rory McIlroy made it all happen during the first round of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. McIlroy aced the par 3 15th hole at Spyglass Hill Golf Course. I love it. 119 yards from the hole, he dropped it right in. It's the second career ace of McIlroy's career on the PGA Tour. He did it once before in 2023.
Her slam dunk in golf in the same story, and my head's spun a little bit.
Ace, and now I know what it's called.
Yes.
See, there you go. Well, trending this morning, the restaurant Chili's is pulling off one of the biggest turnarounds in recent restaurant history.
Yeah, Chili's restaurants that were open for at least a year increased sales more than 30% last quarter. It's the company's third straight quarter of double-digit sales growth.
Chili's success has been fueled by its fast food-like deals and $6 margaritas.
Yes, please.
As well as viral TikTok videos, which have drawn younger customers to its stores.
They must be talking about the Triple Dipper, which is so good. And Chili's reported foot traffic increased 20% last quarter. And the Triple Dipper, I usually get like the little quesadilla, the chicken wings, and then honey chipotle chicken tenders. And it's just
got it dialed
an
in.
Extravaganza. Yeah, so good.
I think they have a deal where you can get a burger, fries, chips and salsa, and a drink for $10.99. I hate it when commercials work on me because I remembered all
beat
that.
that. Yeah.
It's so good.
That's what a deal.
And they really like changed their menu items. I don't know, they're just like better tasting now.
All right.
In my opinion.
Run, don't walk to Chili's, my friends. Okay, also trending this morning, the top-selling maker of seasonings and spices has announced its 2025 flavor of the year.
It is, drum roll please, ají amarillo. Never heard of that.
Ají amarillo is chili pepper that is native to South America. It has vibrant notes of tropical fruit, along with a moderate dash of heat similar to cayenne pepper.
There you go. The seasoning can be used on veggies or meats, in dips, vinaigrettes, even distilled into a simple syrup for cocktails.
McCormick's executive chief says ají amarillo is a balance of sweetness and heat that can be added to many different dishes.
McCormick predicts the spice will increase on menu appearances by 44% over the next few years.
I like a little sweet and spicy.
I like a little bit of spice, not too much. But
what about you? You a spicy guy?
I like kind of like a simmering heat all throughout the like a
warm,
like a spicy chili.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
a big bowl of chili. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Sounds good. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Washington lawmakers weighing a proposal that would let certain inmates apply for resentencing. However, not everyone is on board with this idea.
Plus, fallout after President Trump suggested hiring policies focused on DEI may have played a role in the D.C. mid-air crash. We have the details coming up in our 6 o'clock hour.
And today is a first alert weather day, and tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. I'll tell you for who and why coming up at 6.